My name's Allison Sulak. I work with the production department in entertainment for SeaWorld Orlando. This project itself is Sea of Trees, and my role with this whole project is actually to be the designer and co-tech director for this entire installation. It will be seen from anywhere around the lake, and we're creating a light show.
They are visible by the day as well as in the evening. They're lit with about 159,000 little lights that we can totally control and will be programmed to music.
We started working on this January, February, March, like earlier this year. This actually isn't your ordinary blinky Christmas tree. We actually wanted to do something that was a little more interesting and more natural, more SeaWorld-y. We're using RGB LEDs, so it's color changing. We can do any color on the LEDs. And we're basically making low-resolution video on the trees.
I'm Michael Fletcher, and I'm the Vice President of Entertainment for SeaWorld Orlando. And the idea came, we were actually out on the waterfront. If you listen to our background music, you hear the ship's bell in the distance. And that's actually how the show is going to start. In the distance, we hear a ship's bell as it's coming into port. And I remember, leaning over to Scott saying, "So, what about putting trees in the lake? Is that something we could do?"
I'm Scott McMurtry. I'm Director of Productions. The trees will come to life about two to three times an evening. And literally the lights will go down, the show will come on. It can be viewed from anywhere in the park, as well as on the bridge where you're right in the middle of it all. It does tell a story from start to finish, and it's all about the holidays. It's all about the emotions of the holidays. You're going to see reflections on the water. You're going to see the lights like you haven't seen them before. I mean, we're going to have full control of them. You're going to be able to see individual trees light. You're going to see the whole trees light. You're going to see patterns and movements and texture. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
It really starts with an idea. And it was, how do we really brand a traditional Christmas element to the SeaWorld brand? And out of that came the idea of doing the trees on the lake, a very ambitious project. And it's wonderful that we have so many wonderful and talented people on this team to really make that happen and figure out how we can make it happen.
Because everything is made just for us, everything's custom, the trees are custom, the lights are custom, they actually have to go on in a very specific way. They're building basically a video screen or a video wall on the Christmas tree. Just about every 5 inches at the bottom we have a strand of lights, and then they go up to the top and they all meet at the center. So all the light strands get closer as they get more up to the top. Every 10th light has a colored zip tie around it, which they also get to do, this company, for us.
This happens to be a Type 6, and I believe it has 43 nodes on it to make sure that they're working as they come out of the packaging. We test each one before we put them on the tree, of course.
All right, guys, when we get down, let's lift it up on 3, and we're going to put it down on 3. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3.
We're doing all right in the process. Whenever you're doing a new project, things take longer than you expect, and we try to even plan for contingency. Right now we have 3 trees on the lake. We have maybe 15 trees with lights on them, mostly completed. And luckily, as we go along with the lights on the trees process, it actually gets easier because they get shorter and there's less lights and less tree for them to do. They're actually all done with the hardest trees for us. This Sea of Tree project is one of our biggest for Christmas this year, and it's, especially since it's in the middle of the lake and can be seen everywhere.
But they weigh about 405 pounds each?
There's still a lot ahead, but we're moving. We have a good team, so it'll be really exciting to see all of the trees up and in place.
SeaWorld is famous for trying new techniques or unproven technologies. It's frustrating at times, and it's also exhilarating because you're pushing the limit to what's ever been done.
All the control systems have been developed for this project in order to control the numbers and the quantities.
This is not a off-the-shelf setup. Everything is custom built for this product.
All right, so right now we're about to actually turn on our first trees, And dun, 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 dun. Brightness up, there we go. It's kind of amazing, actually. It takes a lot of people to get this working and get it put together and make it look beautiful for opening night. So it's not hard to put in the work when you know you're going to have a really great product.
Last night, when we were first able to turn on the trees, that was the moment for me that really enticed this project, because it wasn't something that you would see down the block. This is going to be something that is going to be with people for hopefully a lifetime.
We've put a lot into this, and we really wanted to spice up Christmas this year, and we really wanted to bring where the season meets the sea, and also bring a bit of something really new but still has that traditional feel, merge all that together for our guests and actually get a really nice product with the Sea of Trees.
You know, the great thing with the Sea of Trees too, when you think about it, and I think people look at it, it's going to be a different experience wherever you are in the park. And so not only is it a collective experience, it's going to be an individual experience, like Christmas itself.
You could see lights dance on YouTube, and you can see your neighbor have lights, but to have this type of choreography coupled with the fountains and the fireworks that will also be happening, it's going to be just spectacular.
You know, whether you want to call the lake the ocean for us, but you know, metaphorically, it kind of connects the park together like the ocean does with the land masses of the world. And you know, that's really kind of that whole connectivity and that sense of reflection.
The whole point of this tree project to have the majesticness of Shamu in it. We want it to be able to explore the ocean, have that more natural feel. It's not just meant to be flashy, blinky lights. It's really meant to encapsulate all of the majesty of SeaWorld.
I think the payoff is to have a unique product, to have something that is in the middle of our Christmas. It's actually everything else is happening around it. All our decor, all our other activities that are taking place are happening around this area. So you can see this from anywhere on the lake. It's going to be unique and it's very special.
I think this project has the opportunity to really redefine SeaWorld's perception at Christmas.